And so it begins. The beginning of the end of the season. Greetings, geeks and geekarellas. It is me. I'm back here for Black Lightning. And as that intro implied, we're talking about the penultimate episode today of the whole season. So, without further ado, let's just dive right into it. Spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen the episode, go watch it and come back and tell me what you think in the comments down below. So, this episode saw the debut of a new hero, Caked Guy. He's a green light meta, and he's got magnetic powers, but doesn't really know how to control them yet. But still is trying his best because he's a soldier. He's a soldier who turned to green light because of PTSD. And things don't go too well for him. The police, because they're getting pretty antsy with green light metas, shoot him on sight even though he's begging for them not to shoot him, and they kill him. And of course, this helps push some of the plot for this episode, mainly the stuff with Lynn and her trying to make sure that what happened to him doesn't happen to her daughters or Wendy. And along the way of doing so, she finds out that ASA douche knows about her and knows about Jeff and Anissa. So that's not going to be too good. I got a feeling he's going to end up dead. Hopefully not by any member of the Pierce family. Because that was another subplot of the episode, was the fact that Jeff is reminiscing about Jen and how she's growing up and how she's working with Gamby to create new stuff with her suit so that if she overloads, it's not because of outward stuff. Which, by the way, he does have gloves for it. And from the way Jeff set down a few ground rules. One, you don't tell anyone who you are. And don't tell anyone about the family. Two, you never go into a mission alone. And three, you don't kill. And basically they kind of, in some way, break all three over the course of this episode. Well, they break two and try. And one of them tries to break World 3. Surprise, surprise, it's Jen. Because at the end of the episode, after everything is said and done, Tobias is running away from Black Lightning and Thunder. And Jen tries to go in her suit, which is not ready yet. So she kind of sort of burns out well, not like burns out, but is overloading. And that's how we end the episode with a TBC, to be continued, with Jen in the field position about to overload, and we've heard from previous episodes that if she overloads, it could be like a statewide explosion. So Jeff better hurry with those new overload gloves, which aren't new, they're old, because Gamby had them around to make sure that young Jeff didn't overload. So old Jeff better hustle. Which, speaking of, his story was trying to talk with the girls and set up ground rules for both of them and all of that. Which, I didn't mention this before, but I've almost gotten the feeling that maybe Jeff is starting to think that he will have to kill Tobias so Jen doesn't. Because Jen is vindictive and on a path, and he doesn't want her to go down that path. Doesn't want her to have that darkness, so is he gonna maybe think that in order for her to avoid that darkness, he sacrifices himself and he takes it? Maybe that could be how the season ends. Shit, I hate to see that happen. I don't know, honestly, with this show. They're doing things that I never would have expected. Jeff and Gamby are still looking into Billy. And they figure out that he was working with Tobias. Still holding out hope that he faked his death. Because they keep bringing him up. Which makes me think they're trying to keep him in our mind and keep us thinking that he's dead. When really he's not. And in this episode, they even brought up him twice. So I'm thinking that that's going to be like a season 3 hook. And if you can hear that, that's Old Man Mac acting up. Thank you. And also the thing with Jeff is tied in with Tobias, because Tobias wakes up the other 3 Masters of Disaster. And one of them, I believe his name is Heatstroke, he gets to start causing chaos, kill a guy running for governor, I believe he was, and set the city ablaze so that he can film it for buyers. And Cutter talks him out of staying and fighting when Black Lightning and Thunder show up. Well, no. It was Dr. Chase. My bad. Dr. Chase talks him out of it. Cutter is kind of gone all Tobias fangirl. And just, like, gone from this badass character to just his arm candy. Which was weird, and I don't really like it. They even have some weird, creepy, sexual undertone stuff with blood. Ugh. But Dr. Helga Chase actually talks to him, and talks him out of like getting the guy on a suicide mission and getting him home and all that shit. And it's when they're all running away together that Jen tries to intervene and overloads. But also speaking about Cutter before the reason why they're running away is not because of black lightning and thunder, my bad. It's because of Lala. Tobias doesn't know it's Lala, because Cutter doesn't know who Lala is. But yeah, Lala, after consulting with the dude who brought him back, who's now kind of like acting like evil Alfred, like counseling him, but counseling him in bad ways. But anyway, so that was Lala. I still don't know what Lala's story is building up to. Maybe it's him killing Tobias, which would be cool. Because I've got a feeling now that I've said it out loud that maybe what's going to happen is Jeff is about to kill Tobias. And Lala comes out of nowhere. Bam, bam. Kills Tobias. Which that would be cool. And it would also still get Jeff like questioning himself and questioning the darkness in him without him actually having to kill. Also in this episode was Anissa, and her story was just basically her remembering shit and figuring out what we all figured out. That the Asian guy was Grace, and that Grace is a shapeshifter. I didn't catch it, but apparently Grace ate a horse alive? So, are they saying werewolf? Are they mixing werewolf and shapeshifter, or is this just a unique thing to their shapeshifter mythos in this world? I don't know, but anyway. I know it was maybe a little disjointed how I recapped it, but I did really like this episode. It wasn't one of their better, but it also wasn't one of their worst. It was about better than average, I'd say. Which is typical Black Lightning. But anyway, I can't wait to see how this all finally ends in Book of the Apocalypse, Chapter 2, The Omega. Which, I got a feeling now that the Alpha was referring to Jeff and the Omega might be referring to Jen. So, that'll be cool to see all that. But for now, we're just gonna have to wait. Next time you'll see me will be tomorrow for Roswell. Sorry, wrong R show. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Till next time, and beyond. Ooh, things are heating up. Pun intended.